Hello, I'm John Hassinger. This video is called Astrology, a Spot of Light. In the previous video, Astrology Stones, we looked at Stonehenge, and I made a big deal about the fact that prehistoric men exactly aligned 52,000-pound rocks with the solstices like this. And I asked the question, why? Why did I do it? Why did they do it? I mean, look at the size of these boulders. Neolithic farmer Jones didn't exactly take a Sunday afternoon off and move around some rocks for his own amusement. Moving 26-ton boulders is serious stuff. What motivated them? Along the same line, I have something else to share with you. You're going to like this. This is a large flagstone with a pin in it, or tenon as it is called in the books. T-E-N-O-N, tenon. A large rectangular stone set cockeyed into a floor composed of square stones and mortar in a very large, dark building. Once each year, when the sun is as high in the sky as it can get, when the summer solstice occurs, a small circle of sunlight penetrates the gloom and streams down, illuminating the pin, which is embedded in that flagstone. The ray of light hitting that spike once each year comes through a small hole in a stained glass window about 120 feet above the floor. That's 3 or 4 telephone poles in height. Here's the flagstone showing a portion of the room. You can see how huge this is. And where is this little solar drama playing out each year? Where does this astronomical event occur? In one of the most magnificent cathedrals in all of Europe, the Cathedral Notre Dame in Chartres, France. Notre Dame in English means Our Lady. This magnificent cathedral is dedicated to the Mother of Jesus, Mary, and this house of God, a shaft of sunlight, once each year illuminates a tenon, a nail, embedded in a rectangular piece of masonry in the stone floor. And the spike has been there for at least 800 years in spite of devout Christians stubbing their toes on it and complaining to the management. As any good astrologer will tell you, at the same time the beam of light illuminates that spike during the moment of the summer solstice, the sun is just entering the sign Cancer. And the sign Cancer is the archetype of what? The mother. Incidentally, here's a beautiful picture of the statue of Mary that I like. Isn't this great? This is a 32-foot statue, 32 feet tall, made entirely from stainless steel. Very cool. A hole made in a flawless stained glass window, at least 120 feet up in the air, an odd-shaped flagstone plunked in the middle of an otherwise well-behaved row or two of stone flooring and cocked at an angle. And how many different kinds of master craftsmen had to be involved in this apparent madness? Stonemasons, glaziers, astronomers, and architects over a period of more than 25 years? It becomes obvious that the pin placed in the stone floor was no accident. This was ordered from on high in the Catholic hierarchy. Yet no one knows who gave the order. Nowhere in the bowels of the Vatican is there a record of who is responsible for this persistent pin, this 800-year-old annoyance. The bottom line to all of this is that the Neolithic tribes at Stonehenge and those in power in the Catholic Church were thinking the same thing. The solstices and equinoxes are very important. These 4 cardinal points, as they're called in astrology, have always been the heralds of the seasons. This was true 5,000 years ago at Stonehenge, and it's true today. It has never changed. The winter solstice has always been equivalent to 0 degrees of Capricorn, for example. Around December the 21st, when the sun pauses in its apparent motion, the weather people on your television declare that winter has begun. And astrologers comment, the sun has just left Sagittarius and entered Capricorn. The 4 seasons of the year and the 4 astrological signs that initiate them are tied together. Both Stonehenge and the people at Chartres Cathedral went to a lot of trouble because they discovered astronomy was affecting them. An effect that today we call astrology. In fact, they took advantage of those influences. Now, since each season has a beginning, a high point, and a conclusion, 3 signs are always involved. And in astrology, these phases of each season are always 30 degrees in extent. Each of the 12 signs of the zodiac are always 30 degrees in size. This is important, as you'll see later on. The signs of the zodiac are exactly 30 degrees in extent, always. This is one of the constants of astrology. So there you have it. We've gone from Neolithic stones to a spot of light in a cathedral to the 12 signs of the zodiac. Hope you'd enjoyed this. I'm John Hassinger. I promise to wear my hat next time. Thank you.